Hey guys, it's Ellie, and today we're going to be working on solving systems of equations. And we're going to be using the substitution method. So I'm going to start with some examples, and I think that'll help clear up like what I'm talking about. So let's get started with the first one. So we're going to solve this by substitution by substituting this. I don't know why it's getting cut off. Sorry. So substituting this x into here, into this equation with two variables. And that's going to allow us to have an equation with only one variable, which we can then solve for. So let me show you what I mean. So we can do -5. And then since that's times x, and we know that x is equal to -5, we can do times -5 minus 10y equals -5. So I know -5 times -5 is going to be 25 minus 10y equals -5. Then from there, I'm going to move this 25 over to here so that we can have the y on one side and then the number without a variable on the other side. So I'm going to do minus 25, subtract from both sides. So I get -10y is going to be equal to -30. And then from here, I'm going to divide both sides by 10. And we're going to get y equals, by -10. So y is going to equal 3. So you can see that this is a pretty good method of solving systems of equations. Or actually, wait, sorry, we're not even done yet. Sorry, got a little bit ahead of myself. So we've solved for y. And, oh, actually, sorry, I didn't. So we already have the value for x. So if we were expressing this solution as like a coordinate, we would do -5, 3. That would be like the coordinate because this is the y value and this is the x value. So a lot of times you will be expressing your answer as a coordinate. So yeah. Okay, so the next question we're going to do is okay, so cool. All right, so we're going to do basically the same thing here. Going to substitute in this y value into the above equation. So -3x minus 5 is going to equal 16, plus 5 to both sides. Since it's a negative here, so then 16 plus 5 is going to be 21 over -3. X is going to equal to -7. So from here, we can write this solution as a coordinate, -7. What is y equal to? -5. There we go. Okay, so we just have this is equal. Ooh. That's what that's equal to. Cool. So let's try another example. What about sorry, give me 1 second. Okay, so now it's going to get a little bit trickier. So what we're going to do here is, so before we just had, they were giving us just like a value for y or a value for x, but now we have two equations. But what we can do here is we can set these two equations equal to each other because they equal the same thing. They both equal y. So I'm going to do x plus 9 equals -9x minus 1. I'm going to add plus 9x to each side. And I'm also going to subtract 9 from each side. So we're going to have 10x equals 10, negative 10, sorry. And that's going to give us x equals negative 1 because you divide by 10. And then we can plug this x back in. So I'm going to do y equals negative 1 plus 9. That's this first equation. And that's going to give me 8. So our coordinate is going to be negative 1, 8. So yeah. So hopefully you're starting to get the hang of this. It's not terribly tricky once you get the hang of it. So hopefully this is making some sense. So we're going to try this one next. So same thing, both are equal to y, so we can set them equal to each other. So I'm going to start x plus 6 equals 5x minus 10. I'm going to subtract x from this side, subtract x from this side, and I'm going to add 10, add 10. So we're going to get 16 equals 5 minus 1 is 4x. So divide by 4. X is going to equal 4. So we can then just plug that 4 back into this equation. The reason you can plug it into either, but I just choose this one because it's easier, but you'll get the same answer either way. So we have y equals 4 plus 6, and that's going to equal 10. So our coordinate will be 4, 10. And we're going to try one last example, and then that's going to be all for today. So we have x plus y equals 7, and 3x plus 6y equals 15. So this one is, I would say, the trickiest one we've seen so far because it's not like nothing's equal to the same thing, but we can change this pretty easily so that it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this equation, so x plus y equals 7, and solve for x. So I'm just going to subtract y from both sides. Then we're going to get x equals 7 minus y. So from here, I'm going to plug this value, which I have for x, into this equation. So 3 times 7 minus y, because that's what x equals, plus 6y equals 15. So I'm going to multiply through here. So we're going to get 21 minus 3y plus 6y equals 15. So I'm going to subtract 21 from both sides. And I'm also going to just add those together. So I'm going to get, so 6y minus 3y basically is going to give me 3y. And then 15 minus 21 is going to be negative 6. So with that, we can divide both sides. Y is going to be equal to negative 2. And then we can just plug back into this equation. That's what I'd use. It's the easiest to plug into. So we're going to get x equals 7 minus y, which is 7 minus negative 2. So that's going to be 7 plus 2, which is 9. So we get 9, negative 2. So I hope that you guys found this helpful, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Bye.